Business owners, I think we all know culture is a long-term strategy, not a short-term game type of situation. I'll give you an example. Last night was men's night, meaning once a month we get together and have a meal. And so I had my son join. Why? Because he's finally a man. He went off to college. He's back this weekend visiting his parents. Glad to have him back. And I invited him. I said, hey, you're a man now. You want to come to guys' night, monthly men's night? And you know what? He showed up dressed up. He didn't wear Crocs. He wore some dress shoes. He didn't wear his shirt. He's like Steve Jobs, where he's like always wearing the same freaking shirt. It's his cool shirt that he loves. No, he wore something that looked actually nice, and he showed up and he was a gentleman. And now why am I saying this? Because it wasn't just but a month ago when he was living at home, I would focus on all the things that I'm saying that he's doing wrong. And I'm wondering, did I fail as a father? And I realized, no, it's just a long-term play. Raising your children based on virtues, when your back is turned, they'll behave in alignment to those virtues. And of course, as a business owner, I relate that to business. I realize in the moment as I'm managing people and behaviors, I'm noticing what's wrong. And yet, by going back to the core values, aka your culture, and I'm looking at those virtues, when my back is turned, I'm not present. How they respond to pressure or given situations are going to be in alignment to those virtues you set. If you're willing to hire and fire based on the culture that you want to create, if you're willing to put people on PIP, performance improvement plan, when their behavior is out of the virtues. Do you have a minimal acceptance level of performance? If not, you're allowing them to do anything, and that means when your back's turned, they behave like anything. So I'm just kind of curious, am I the only one who sees culture as a long-term game? Has someone figured out culture and found a way to kind of condense that time? I'd love to know more about that. This is an area I'd love to improve on in my own business, even though I train on it. That's kind of why we train on things, by the way. People think you need to be master of certain things to train on it. I've by far mastered, how to sell in complex environments, probably known in the B2B space, how to sell virtually through education-based marketing, absolutely mastered it. Yet I get called on a regular basis to do things that I know I'm not even qualified to do. Covenant Eyes trusting me to help them condition towards a culture on how to express honoring God. And I'm like, you're asking me to do that? It was the best thing that ever happened. It was wonderful. I rose to the occasion. I dug deep. I find a way to make a positive impact to the 200 employees there, and I became a better person from it. So you don't always have to be mastering a thing to help influence others in that area. So culture is one of those I'm looking at. If you can, please comment. I'd love to see your contribution on what you've picked up along the way. A big influence for me, just so you know, what's fed my brain is Tony Hsieh. He was at our Business Mastery events all the time, and he's the guy that authored Delivering Happiness. So the late Tony Hsieh, that's where I started, and I don't know where I'm about to finish. That's why I'm looking for some guidance. Let me know. I'd appreciate it. Thank you very much.